law has a proclamation clause in it, and I am in fact taking a note to Cabinet this week. Cabinet meets on Thursday, asking the Cabinet to request correction.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host Saieed Ali, a spiritual consultant and real estate businessman. For those of you that are having spiritual problems, feel free to contact me. Those of you that have properties to sell or looking for a property to buy, you can also get in touch with me. I want to say a special good night to you viewers of Real Talk in Trinidad and Tobago, of the Caribbean and around the globe. Those of you that are on our YouTube page, TT Real Talk, subscribe, hit the bell, and you would know when we go live. Those of you that are on our page, Real Talk with Saieed Ali, like and share as we go live. Now viewers, I am giving you the opportunity to call your friends, call your family, let them know that Real Talk is going live on Synergy TV. You know, sometimes it has amazed me. We're going for a short break just now, but that time is for you to let your friends and family know that Real Talk is going live. You know, it has amazed me to know how far Real Talk have grown from then to now. But nevertheless, we are going for a short commercial break, viewers. Stay locked on. I'm Saieed Ali, and this is Real Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host Saieed Ali, consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Welcome back, viewers. Now remember, get your phone lines in order. Please mute your television set when calling in. Now I love to hear what you have to say. The entire world is listening to Real Talk, so please mute your television set when you are calling in, and make sure that when you want to criticize somebody, make it good. No vulgar language. Like I said, you all are tempting me to expose your phone number, which I really don't want to do. But nevertheless, if that is the road you want to go down, I will not hesitate. Our studio lines are 238-6716. Feel free to call in and let me hear what you have to say. Well, viewers, Real Talk have done it one more time again. Listen to this. The Attorney General Faris Al-Rawi noted that the Dangerous Drug Amendment Bill 2019 have been passed in both houses. Remember when they passed it in the lower house on Friday, it went to the Senate on Monday, and it was passed yesterday afternoon into the night hours. So that is the cannabis bill. Now remember, it is only Real Talk that have been pushing for bills and legislations to suit the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, and thus far we are being the #1 current affairs program. You know how they just called me in Trinidad? A guy called me not too long from Barbados. He said, Saeed, in Barbados we just call you the bill man, the legislations man, the man who just get things done in Trinidad. So I asked him, I said, why? He said, brother, he said, since your program launched on Synergy TV, I've been looking at your program, and to this date, you are the only individual in Trinidad and Tobago could push for something and get it done for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Let me tell you something. According to the Attorney General, he further noted that he will be taking it to Cabinet on Thursday, 19 December for final approval. The bill will then go to President Paula May Weeks for ruling. Listen to this.
The law has a proclamation clause in it, and I am in fact taking a note to Cabinet this week. Cabinet meets on Thursday, asking the Cabinet to request Her Excellency the President to proclaim the law. I'll get those details from the Cabinet as soon as we finish that, and I expect that on Thursday we'll be able to properly announce that. In the meanwhile, of course, I'm just doing the double checking across the institutions to make sure that we're ready for proclamation, meaning, for instance, putting the police on alert, making sure that the prisons and court systems are aware of the procedures for expunging, for dismissal, for discharge, all of those other factors. As a member of the USC committee myself, of course, I've already put those mechanisms in place to receive any requests for pardon that might actually come in on that end. So it's about aggressive operationalization right now.
Yes, viewers, you have heard it. We have pushed for the decriminalization. So it is going to the President of Trinidad and Tobago, Ms. Paula May Weeks, for the final approval on this medical herbs. So one more time, Real Talk have done it for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, and I will continue pushing for bills and for legislations to suit the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Let me tell you something. We're not going backward, you know. We're going forward. We're going forward. Just how I push for the child sex offender registry, the gun bill, the no bail for gang leaders, no bail for repeat offenders of firearm. Now, viewers, we will have the bill passed now by the President of Trinidad and Tobago. Thursday it is going to her chambers for the final approval, and Real Talk did it one more time. So those of you who are suffering and need the medical herbs for your illness, it will be done very soon. But I want to keep this in mind. Now, even though I am pushing for this bill, right, for the legislations to pass, keep in mind there are no smoking zones in Trinidad and Tobago. Keep this in mind. Now, you are using this for a medical purpose, yes. But don't be going down in a taxi and smoking going down in a taxi, no, because in taxis is no smoking. The banks is no smoking. In workplaces there are no smoking. So keep in mind, even though the legislations and the bills will be coming out very soon for the medical herbs, keep in mind that there's a certain amount you have to keep on you. And keep in mind there are places that you can go to smoke this. For instance, in the privacy of your home. I did not say to be among your children and smoke it. I did not say that. So do not go out into the public and play, you're lighting up your thing, your joint, whatever it is, and you're smoking because you could be charged. I doubt you would be so foolish to go in a no smoking zone and light up a cigarette. I don't think you will do that. So even though we are getting it passed, there are rules to govern it. You know, this is one thing I always do, you know. Every time I push for something and I get it passed, I keep you up to date with what it is I, Saieed Ali, and Real Talk is doing for you, the citizen. And I will let you know also how it would function on a day-to-day basis. So the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension, other individuals from other countries who will be visiting Trinidad and Tobago and are smokers of the cannabis medical herbs, please note that there are laws. It governs under laws. Do not go in a no smoking zone and smoke. If the police lock you up, you look for that. You look for that. So viewers, I will keep you up to date on this amendment bill that are going before the President of Trinidad and Tobago for her final approval. Feel free to call in 238-6716. Let me hear what you have to say. But Real Talk did it again. That is what you call performance for the citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, the bill, this legislation bill with this marijuana passing here. What about the companies that do drug test and things when they go for work and things? What is the procedure with that song?
Now, caller, this is a medical, thank you for calling in, and good question. This is a medical herbs. Right? Now, keep in mind, marijuana is illegal. I did not push the legislations or get laws amended and bills passed as yet. But I am in the process of doing certain things to get it done. This is a medical herb. Now, with alcohol, if you go by a doctor, and let's say you're going for a test, you can't overdose yourself with alcohol and go on a job site. You understand? They would send you back home, or the supervisor would fire you one time. So there is a percentage of this medical herb that you have to have in your system, because if you go for a drug test, right, it's the same thing like drinking alcohol and driving, you know. Once the government said you could drink, nothing wrong, but to be behind the steering, you have to have a certain amount of alcohol in your system before you can be charged. So it's the same thing. You just have to know how much you're consuming. There is a certain amount, I believe it's 30 grams or under, you are able to walk free with, but don't let it cross 30. It governs by a law. So thank you, caller, and I hope that you understand what I just said. The government, Allah will love this, you know. The government under the Ministry of Rural Development and Local Government has allocated $2 million in flooding relief to assist those affected by flooding last week. Now, it's only Monday night. It's only Monday night. I reminded you that when the Bahamas was under Dorian storm watch and Dorian lashed the Bahamas, what did our Prime Minister did? He ran quickly and made approvals and arrangements and sent $500,000 US to the Bahamas. But you don't want to go down south. You don't want to see the people. It's only when I lighted it up last night. You know what? Today, they allocated $2 million for the people who was affected with the floods. Hold on. The Office of the Prime Minister stated in their release that the government is aware of the need for resources to be made available to those affected in flood areas. He's talking about down south. Listen to this. Real Talk understand that the Penal Debe area will receive $1 million and Mayaro Barapo will each receive $0.5 million for food and other basic need. Last week floodings affected the Penal, Woodland, Barapo and Mafican areas. So viewers, after I hit it off last night, they've allocated $2 million. Yeah? $2 million. So you see the kind of effect Real Talk have with the government of Trinidad and Tobago. Don't tell me you from right Port of Spain and you're sitting in Parliament right in Port of Spain and something, a disaster take place in South and you don't want to go wrong South. That is where you call performance. Watch me. Today should have been mash up Monday or fire Friday, you know. That is performance. You see, I am not about fooling the people, you know. I am about getting things done for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. I'll hold on till job, watch me. Been tell unit intact, you know. But I'm waiting for the new year to start off. All we need is information to act on. Presently, we are the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago of the Caribbean, and just now I got hear from countries around the world. Saeed, well done for the citizen of your country. Caller, good night.
Good night. Hello?
Yes, go right ahead.
All right. This is not exactly what you're talking about right now. I want to know if you can investigate something with St. Anne's Hospital. Apparently, patients are being released early and they're not well because it's rumored that the doctors wanted to clear out the ward for Christmas. And I have a very sick relative who was released from the hospital who needs to be in there, and they're out because the doctors basically emptying the wards.
Okay, but what hospital are they in? Message me 3391670 and let me know the name of your relative and what hospital they are in. So you see, viewers, Real Talk is about production. It's about production. It is about getting the job done. Ministers come, ministers go. They say they're getting the job done. But this is progress. You know why? After I mashed it up on Mash Up Monday, that you're sending away $500,000 US to other countries, and we right down in South. About 30 minutes from Port of Spain to San Fernando. You can't drive down there and see what's going on with the people, but you're sending $500,000 to where you had to take a plane to go? Nah. $2 million was allocated for the rural areas. Pinal, Debe, Barapo, Mafikin, Woodland. That is production. So that is why, let me tell you something, I just always say, I'm not trying to go bandit, you know. I will push laws, and I will push legislations, and I will get tools for the police to work. So when you hear Real Talk Intelligence Unit start a fire, woo, we are on a roll. That is performance, viewers. Caller, good night.
Assalamualaikum, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead, walaikum salam.
I feel I need to take a break and come back, you know.
Take a break. Hey, Freeport. Freeport, what do you think about this, right? This is well done, you know. This is well done, you know. So now the citizens now of Pinal and Barapo, they could feel a sense of relief knowing that there's a program for the poor. For the poor. Staying on that note, viewers, the Ministry of Works and Transport has started work on a Bailey Bridge installation at B30 New Colonial Road, Barapo. So the bridge, the Works and Transport Minister have started work on the bridge. Now the bridge is on the Colonial Road now. Before you reach number 2, before you reach number 2 junction, there's a bridge. The bridge started to sink with the flooding that occurred in the Barapo area. But I want to thank the Minister of Rural Development for a quick response to the people of Barapo. Caller, good night. I guess we lost that. Hey, let me tell you something. Real Talk here for the people, you know. I just fund my show myself, and I don't ask nobody for funding, you know. And that is the good thing, is the best thing about Real Talk. We don't beg for funding. I use my own money. I funding my program. I paying my staff. I paying Synergy. I paying my taxes. You understand? And it is for the people. Moses, when God called Moses, I has always used this, you know. Moses was in a rich land. Pharaoh was a rich man, a wealthy man. That kingdom was wealthy. But you know what? God had a plan for Moses, and he took him out into the wilderness, and he equipped Moses and sent Moses right back into Pharaoh's kingdom to bring out the Israelites, to bring out the sufferers, to get the job done. So what Real Talk doing? We're getting the job done for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago by the hook or by the crook. You know the Christian, they say light your light and pray. The Pundit, they say light your diya and pray. The Baptist, they say light your candle and pray. What Saieed is do? Saieed is light his light and pray. Yeah? Will you feel this joke? Look how I'm getting things done. Look how I'm getting things done. $2 million approved in one day. In one day. Call her good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead, sir.
Mr. Saeed, I know you're getting laws and things passed, right? But I want to know if you can get one law passed in this country. These young boys that walk in the streets with a pants piling, some of them aim at one of good boxers.
I understand what you say.
And they are among people, children, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have no respect to nobody. All over Trinidad, you go now, you've seen this. And they're starting to wait lower now. So this is a law you need to look into and let us start pulling up the pants.
Thank you, my friend. Now, an extension has been called for by the Confederation of Regional Business Chambers, CRBC, on the exchange of the old $100 bill to the polymer bills. President of the Sawa Business Association, Viveka Charan, noted that if an extension is not granted after December 31st, then businessmen will have no choice but to stop accepting old bills on December 27th. The reason why they are going to stop accepting bills from the 27th is to give them enough time to go to the bank before the deadline reaches. Now, I've been telling you, business places throughout Trinidad and Tobago have placed signs on their business that we are not taking the $100 bill after a certain date. The U.S. Embassy on the 13th, between the 13th or the 16th, they stopped taking. National Flour Bill from Friday coming the 20th, they will stop taking. Groceries, clothes place, food place throughout Trinidad, they have already been placing signs in their business. They are not going to take the $100 bill after a certain date. Why are they doing this? To give them enough time to deposit what they have into their account so they won't be left outside of the bank when the rain and the sun hit them. So I give the Sawa Business Association, I give them kudos for standing up. I give them kudos for standing up, because December 31st is 1.4 million people in Trinidad and Tobago. Who could get it from the machine will get it. Now, how long does it take for a teller to attend one person in the bank? How long does it take? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and you have individuals lining up outside. Caller, good night. Hello?
Good night.
Good night, go right ahead.
Good night, Mr. Saeed.
Yes?
Good night, Mr. Saeed Ali.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Saeed Ali, I want to know what part the regiment, the soldiers does take part, and what part is playing Trinidad and Tobago. Because all kind of destruction and all kind of things happening in Trinidad, you don't see the regiment nowhere.
Well, to be honest with you, the soldiers are there for war purpose. They are trained in combat. Now listen to this. Throughout Trinidad and Tobago in various hotspots, now we see that soldiers are out together with the police. After Real Talk demanded that the army come out with the police in hotspots to make it safe for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Now, like I say, we have the army sit down there. We ain't going to have no war in Trinidad. 1.4 million people. This is not Europe. This is not England. This is not no big state. This is just a 2x2 country. A 2x2 country, just a couple miles Venezuela from here. You understand? So if the president now could come out and make a statement, bringing the army out, working together with the police. Trinidad would be a better place, you know. It would be a better place. But what we also need is seeing that we have the gun bill in effect. I tell you what, man. Real talk, intelligence unit intact, you know. Come January is a different thing altogether in Trinidad and Tobago because I rolling out hard with the police. I know by telling all you. It's too much of guns, too much of kidnapping, too much rape, too much murder, too much robberies in Trinidad. And everybody, you know what they do? We are so afraid to come forward. I wonder if I try for the hangman bill if I will get you. Nevertheless, on Tuesday, 17 December 2019, Vandana Mohit, I hope I pronounced the name correct, was elected as the new Shoguna's mayor. Mohit previously served as a councillor for Konopia, and she noted that she is committed to serving the borough. Also, UNC councillor for Charleville, Faik Mohammed, was reappointed as deputy mayor. Listen to this.
Today is really a day where I'm very happy. Well, I entered politics very young, and becoming the mayor of Shogunas at such a young age is just a continuation into the work I'm doing. It's been a moment I never expected to come so early in life, but I'm very happy for it. And I'm not just happy for the moment and the position, but I'm happy to take a next step into serving people, especially within the borough of Shogunas where I'm from.
I want to congratulate her. I want to congratulate the individuals who have appointed her. And I do want to congratulate her for taking up the position of being the new mayor of the Shogunas borough. Reappointed was Mr. Faik Mohammed. He and I, we have a good relationship going. If something happened and I need his assistance, I could always call on him. So I want to say congratulations to him also for retaining the post as the deputy mayor. Caller, good night.
Yeah, hello. Saeed.
Yes, we lost that.
Hello?
32-year-old. Hello, you there?
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
You now say that the army is war.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yes.
Is Bahamas was war when 100 soldiers went across there?
Thank you, my friend. In the Bahamas, they didn't have war, they had flood. They had storm. So we army men from here went across there to assist them. That is when the government, the present government, decided to give them $500,000 US. And they didn't want to go down south. They didn't want to release no fund. But after Mash Up Monday, $2 million was allocated overnight to give the people of South for their flooding. That is production from Real Talk. And I intend to continue being a pillar for the individuals of Trinidad and Tobago. And I just always say, if you want to come down on me, not a problem. Just keep in mind, know who you're coming after. I am an abnormal man, you know. I am not just a normal man on the street, you know. I different, you know. I just whisper words and things just happen, you know. But your guy laughing at me. Caller, good night.
Hello, good.
Go right ahead.
Good night, Mr. Said. Let me tell you something. The army supposed to assist in all of these things, yes.
Mm-hmm.
In flood, in storm, in everything.
Mm-hmm.
America army, they do all of that stuff there. And but we have some big fat woman in the army eating, drinking, and sleeping, and you don't ever see them outside here at all, doing nothing. Me, I know why they make them guards, let them join them here.
Thank you, my friend. Now, viewers, a 32-year-old Kennedy Richard Jr. is a new mayor for the borough of Point Fortin. The Caribbean airline pilot is one of the youngest mayors to be appointed in Trinidad. On Monday, 16 December, at the swearing-in ceremony, Adon Mason handed over the mayoral chain. Richards noted that he was satisfied with the work done by the former mayor and he will continue to make Point 14 a better place by working with the counselors. So is the guy in the grey suit with the gold chain looking like around his neck? That is the individual, a pilot by profession, and now he's the youngest mayor in Trinidad and Tobago. He is in the Point 14 borough. Congratulations to you, sir, and I hope that you do your best for the people of Point 14, because if you do not perform, people will be calling in. You see, the good thing about it is that there is a platform now. There is a platform for citizens to call in and vent their frustration, and vent their anger, and vent their need. Real Talk with Saieed Ali is the number one. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
With the flooding down south, right? I feel that the people from south and the business people have covered more about $2 million with food and supplies to the people in south. Whereas one man in town gets 23 million for building rent.
I understand what you're saying. Well, I will try my best, just like I pushed for the people of South, just like I hit the government with the 17, with the $500,000 US they sent away. I will continue asking for more money for the flood victim in the South area. On Tuesday, 7 December, Port of Spain Mayor Joel Martinez advised citizens to stop feeding homeless in the streets. He noted that work is still being done on the building for the social displays at Riverside Plaza and should be completed before the end of the year. Martinez noted that he plans to encourage the homeless to leave the street and visit the homeless center where they can be fed, have a shower, and get a place to sleep. Now that is a very good idea by the Port of Spain Mayor, Mr. Martinez. And I hope that the homeless people could actually get up and think, you know what, there is a place for us. Let us not stay on the streets of Port of Spain where we might be abused by citizens of Port of Spain area, and let us pick up ourselves and go to this shelter where, according to the Mr. Martinez, you could get a shower, you could get your shave, you could get your hair done, and live comfortable. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead.
Mr. Ali, Andre Street in Sandigan. You with your speaker could barely pass through that street because the tax sheds cover the pavement is going on years now. Somebody paint the pavement and a part of the road, and they are selling their vegetables. And the police passing there every day and not doing, they put lime in the corner and they're not doing anything.
Thank you, my friend.
About 4 sheds cover the pavement and a part of the road so the vehicle cannot turn it. So Andre Street, thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. A rerun of this program is at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. We always do a rerun the following day after Real Talk is being aired live from 7 to 8 p.m. So what I urge you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, to do, and even those abroad who are watching us on Facebook, for instance, in Canada, in Italy, in the US, in England, up the Caribbean, St. Vincent, the Grenadines, the Barbados, share our page as we go live, so others will know about the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. The host is Saieed Ali. I am here from Monday to Friday. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but stay locked on. I will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
and gentlemen, welcome back to Real Talk. On Monday, 17 December, at the swearing-in ceremony for Alderman at the Port of Spain City Hall, Kazem Hussein noted that workers of regional corporation showed low productivity levels. Let me tell you something. In corporations throughout Trinidad and Tobago, sometimes they go to work for 6 o'clock and by 10 o'clock they're home. Yeah? So according to Kazem Hussein, the regional corporation showed a low productivity level. Hussein is encouraging workers to reach to work on time and avoid being late. He further noted that the salaries that are paid to the corporation should not go to waste, as taxpayers' money are being used within corporations. Now I understand that some corporations are not getting the amount that they're supposed to. Now the corporation they play a vital role in the boroughs. They play a vital role in the communities. And if they are not getting sufficient funding to fix road and to fix drains, there are going to be low productivity by the corporation. Now for a simple thing as funds being held back, that will cause major disasters on roads, for instance. So we have to understand, Kazem, it's not just that low productivity. You have to look at the finance being placed in the corporations. Now, a while back, water tenderers with trucks, private trucks, who were hired by corporations, a lot of them got in contact with me, said we are not getting our salaries. And if they are not getting their salaries and they decide not to tender their service, what would happen to the villagers? What would happen to the communities? We'll have to call in the fire truck to supply water for individuals. Caller, good night.
Hi, good night.
Go right ahead. Hello?
Yeah, good night.
Good night, go right ahead.
Right. Calling on concerning the health system in Trinidad and Tobago, right? Have you ever visited the health system in San Fernando Hospital, accident and emergency, right? Where you have to go and wait 8 hours, right? Where you have to wait 8 hours to see a doctor, and a person having a head stroke, and when you're speaking to the doctors on them, they have attitude. I told the doctors on them, I said, this is not a hospital. This is a vet. You are treating dogs inside here, not humans.
I understand.
You all need to visit these health systems. It is terrible, terrible. People have to go there and wait hours and cry and bawl.
Thank you, my friend, for highlighting the matter. Mr. Hussein, he further noted that salaries are being paid to corporation should not go to waste, as taxpayers' money are being used within corporation. Yes, we understand it's tax money, but there are many instances in Trinidad where taxpayers' money are being spent without even being accounted for. You want to know one instance? $1 billion was going to an individual for a hotel in Tobago. $1 billion. That was what? Taxpayers' money? I just saying something. Look at the health sector. Commissioner of Police begging for money to pay bills. Hospital in Cuba, partly open. Pharmacy, you could say. Talk, say something. The Port of Spain mayor noted that he will do his best to encourage and inspire staff so that taxpayers will get value for money. I waiting to see the same thing you hoping for. The same thing you hoping for, I waiting to see happen. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Osman.
Go right ahead.
Saeed, everything in this country is a joke. Everybody know that. This is not a real place. Remember, during the campaign, the election campaign, the whole talk was about Cambridge Analytica and how dangerous these people was, and all this kind of big hullabaloo about Cambridge Analytica. You hear any word not mentioned since that election about Cambridge Analytica? You would have swear that this situation was like a treasonous act that was committed by the UNC government, and people going to get locked up and charged and prosecuted. The campaign done, they lose part of the strongholds and a lot of the seats, and you heard nothing again about Cambridge Analytica. So that means that all that big issue about this Cambridge Analytica and how dangerous it was to the people of this country, it just comes to naught now. You hear Mr. Pinocchio Rowley saying nothing again. Be quiet now.
Thank you, my friend. We ain't hearing nothing about that anymore. It raised and it dropped. Well said. Listen to this, After a jury found 5 men guilty, High Court Judge Malcolm Holdip sentenced them to death by hanging for the kidnapping and murder of Dr. Edwards Corey 14 years ago. So finally this case is closed. The family got justice and they could put this matter to sleep. Now, what is needed in Trinidad, and I'm going to start it off tonight, what we need in Trinidad and Tobago is a minister. We need the Security Council in Trinidad and Tobago to stand up. I need the Minister of National Security, Mr. Stuart Young, and the Attorney General of Trinidad and Tobago to start putting things in place and start mentioning about the death penalty in Trinidad and Tobago. Because I gotta tell you something. When the notorious drug leader Dole Chedi and 9 members of his gang were sentenced to death and they were hanged in Trinidad and Tobago, the killing spree drastically dropped in Trinidad and Tobago. So what I need the Minister of National Security, Mr. Stuart Young, and the Attorney General of Trinidad and Tobago, what I want them to do is start to make mention of revamping the death penalty in Trinidad and Tobago. Let me tell you something. We're talking about human rights. What about the safety of an individual who mom and who dad was being murdered by a bandit, by a terrorist who shot them with an illegal firearm? Where is the human justice for them? Somebody say something. We're talking about human rights. What about the rights of these individuals and them? That is Mr. Dole Chedi that you just saw on screen. Naresh Bodram. Nankisun Bodram, I think was his name. Naresh? Nevertheless. Caller, good night.
Hi, good night.
Go right ahead.
That caller that called about the hospital a couple of nights back. My daughter had got sick and I took her to the hospital. We had to wait up to 8 hours to see a doctor.
Wow. Which hospital is this?
San Fernando General Hospital.
San Fernando?
Yes, while we was waiting, a child was crying. She fainted away and got seizures. We called the doctor them started to watch and they never see the child. So apparently, I don't know, the health system is really, really bad.
Okay. I will get some information concerning the conditions at the San Fernando General Hospital. Thank you for calling in. The accused are Sean James, Caleb Donaldson, Jerome Murray, Terry Moore, and Robert Franklin. Real Talk understand that all of the accused refused to give any statement during the trial when they were called upon by the courts. Dr. Edward Corey was abducted on the 21st of September 2005 from his business place in the Macoya Industrial Estate by 4 men. His decapitated body was found in an abandoned citrus plantation in central Trinidad 2 days later. So the family, you got justice. I want to thank the judge and the jury and whatever that came up with the solution, and they fixed this problem. This matter could go to rest. Call a good night.
Yeah, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Yeah. You see, Stuart Young and Alwari, for the 4.5 years, if they was dealing to hang people, but no, instead of that, they only want to blame Kamala, blame Kamala, blame Kamala, and they're not doing people's business, they're not doing their work. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. Well said. You see, this is one of the reasons why I decided to launch Real Talk, you know. To get things done and moving in Trinidad and Tobago, you know. You see, I reached the stage now that I don't really business who in power, you know. It's about getting things done for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, you know, because at the end of the day, everything boils back down to the citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. The poor man, the middle class man. Well, some of the rich man struggle to reach where they is, you know. I could say as a poor man, and I still struggling, you know. I ain't reached nowhere in life yet, you know. Thank God he blessed me with that studio. I just work 16 hours a day. No God, man, don't play all the comments to stick upside, you know. All you gonna feel something touching all of here, and when you spin around, you're gonna see nothing. I ain't making joke at all here. You know it is to work 16 hours a day. You're leaving your wife from 4 o'clock, 3:30 in the morning, and you're going to work. And your wife sometimes ain't seen you till the following morning, 1:30, 2 o'clock. And then you go want to come now and point a gun at my 11-year-old son and pop in a trunk to throw him inside the trunk. You have to be mad, boy. You have to be mad. I am one father that do things different, you know. Totally different from every human being in Trinidad, you know. Call a good night.
Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Saeed.
Walaikum salam.
Yeah, I'm Saeed.
Yes.
Debe, Faizabad, Barakpur, Mayaro. $2 million, right? And they say they work it out to be about 40,000 people, right, affected.
Yes.
That is $50 each.
I understand what you're saying.
$50. Yet in Greenville they had standby backhoe and sandbag waiting for the flood. The only reason I could see, Mr. Saeed, is, to be honest, the UNC areas, which is, I would safely say, Indian areas. That is what discrimination is about.
Well, I understand what you're saying, but now, I would like the Minister of Rural Development, we know him as Qasim Hussein, to go to the Finance Minister. You see that $500,000 US that was sent to Bahamas? We need some of that now in Trinidad. Now I do thank you for making the effort of $2 million. I do thank you. But if you could allocate 10 times that $2 million, it would reach somewhere. It would reach somewhere. Because the Bahamas, when time to vote, you don't go to the Bahamas. You stay in Trinidad. Millions are being spent on campaign. Millions are being spent for ads on TV and banners and flyers and music truck and duck and dalpuri and chicken and t-shirts. So if we could get 10 times that 2 million, it would go a long way for some community. So to the Minister of Rural Development, this is what I am asking you to do now. And I want the Minister of Finance to pay attention, because I know people who, those in authority looked at the show, communicate with him. From good grounds and good sources. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Sayeed. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Well, it's you, boy. Everything in Parliament they're talking about, and they never talk about how they changing money, boy. Why is it that it has come book to come like a storm? A storm you still have a road.
I'm waiting. Thank you, caller. I'm waiting for December 31st. I'm waiting to see how many citizens or how many business places starts to complain. And I want to see what we could do. I want to see what we could do. Around 1 p.m. on Tuesday, 17 December, passed by, I found the body of a 28-year-old woman at Demerara Road, Pinto, Arima. Real Talk understand that the alleged deceased, Roma Mohan Singh, aka Roma Lamont, was believed to be an employee of a bank in Trinidad. I don't want to say the bank, but investigations are going on. I just want to be cautious concerning the bank and the individual, but they found the body of a 20-year-old woman, and that is really sad. Really, really sad. To know that an employee of a financial institute body was discovered. On Tuesday, 17 December, a married couple and a friend appeared before Senior Magistrate Joanne Connery at the San Fernando Magistrate Court with attempted murder. You see why I asked for the Attorney General and the Minister of Security to start revamping the hangman in Trinidad and Tobago. Avinash Maharaj, 23, and his wife Ambika, 22, and Emmanuel Jordan, 22, all from South Oropouche, were charged with the offense of alleged committed on November 13th. A 32-year-old woman reported that the three kidnapped, assaulted her, and tried to throw her out of the bridge at Mosquito Creek in La Romaine. Real Talk understand that a gun was allegedly used, which violated the latest amendment to the Bail Act. Anyone charged with a criminal offense in which a gun was used is denied bail for 120 days. The three accused were arrested and denied bail. So viewers, you see how the act running? You see how the act running? Now you know the product of Real Talk. We're not just beating up your mouth, you know. You see, I will tell you something. When I decided to launch Real Talk, I started to take it in steps. I create my studio. I establish myself. Good. I need something more than just establishment. I need production. I started to push for bills and legislations. While pushing for bills now, I realized that I need a security team. So I went and I registered Real Talk Security Limited. And I built that team. In building this team now, I realized that I need an intelligence unit with intelligence now, information to pass on to this team so they could act. So I went and I created my intelligence unit. Now that I get my bills passed, now that I have my security team in place, now that I have my intelligence unit up and running, come January next year is a different story. We're moving like TTPS, you know. We have SSA. They could be my intelligence unit, not the SSA that feeds the TTPS information. You know. We have Saieed Ali, Saieed Ali intelligence unit. That is to feed information to my crew, and then we will pass it on to TTPS, and we will act accordingly. You see, TTPS needs the help of the citizens in Trinidad and Tobago in order to combat human trafficking, in order to combat drugs, in order to combat robberies, in order to combat stolen vehicles. let me tell you, step by step, we go get it done, you know. We go get it done. You see, I get my bills passed? Just I go light my light, and just I go pray, Lord, I need finance. Send somebody to finance my unit. Send somebody to finance me. And we go start. So robberies have to come to, it wouldn't stop, you know. It wouldn't stop. But I wanted to calm down in Trinidad and Tobago. Because people working too hard for their money. We're working too hard. Oh, by the way, I'm looking for Rakesh. Is Rakesh in him? I'm looking for Rakesh. Put him up. I'm looking for Rakesh. Rakesh, like, you don't want to come forward, boy. You don't want to come forward. But I will find you. Anybody know this individual? Or get in touch with me. Because some individual contacted Real Talk Debt Collection Department and they passed it on to me, and we're looking for this individual. And next man we're looking for is the singer. We're looking to singer to sing a tune. Ryan, come up on Real Talk and sing a tune now. You're wanted by Real Talk Debt Collection Department. So make yourself available. I want to take down your picture, you know. I want to take down your picture. You understand? But the individual you are owing got in touch with Real Talk Debt Collection Department and they passed it on to me. So I am looking for you. I don't know what kind of song you to sing, you know. But make sure you sing a good one, and write a good check to refund what you took. Like I said, I would love to take down all of the tears, you know. But in Trinidad, we cannot have a smart man running around Trinidad, taking people money, and they want to pay them back. Days for that gone. There's a platform now that you could get light up. Because let me tell you something, a lot of people went to court, and a lot of people got judgment passed, and individuals failed to pay. They failed to pay. So hence the reason why I decided to launch now Real Talk Debt Collection Department, and your picture will go up. So people who are doing business with these individuals or know these individuals, please get in touch with me. And let me see if we could sing a song and end up by his house and serve them summons to go to court. Because apparently, like, they love to be put up. Now, I will do things different, you know. I will get my lawyer to say, if you pay this money so much and so much a days, you will spend so much and so much a time behind the prison bars, you know. No, I know I telling all you. You can't be scamming people their money and just run away with it. Viewers, Real Talk will be holding its Christmas giveaway Friday coming. So those of you who would like to contribute to this giveaway, it will be a calling program. I will have Santa here. I will have Hulk. I will have Spider-Man, 1 or 2 characters. Those of you who would like to contribute to Real Talk, the first drive we are keeping, please get in touch with me, 339-1670. Viewers, a rerun of this program is at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. We are out of time, but nevertheless, be safe and enjoy your night.